So if you know me, you know that I am working full time and I have to find ways to be able to get more clients. And when I get out of work, I'm doing a lot of editing and I have to figure out a way to, like I said before, get more clients. And I've been thinking of ways. And right before I left my job, I thought to myself, there's a lot of construction going on where I'm at, where I live in Connecticut. And I've always thought about, not always, I've just been thinking about just walking up to the construction workers if they're doing masonry, if they're doing whatever it is, roofing, if they're doing whatever the case may be, and just walking up to them, seeing them if they want content, like cold calling, but it's like a cold approach. I'm going to try that. And right now it's I just got out of work and it's 2:30 or a little after 2:30 right now, and I'm supposed to meet with a guy who does mechanic work in the garage, and he has a towing business and he does a lot of work on cars. I was supposed to have a meeting with him around 3:15, 3:30, talking about some content. And on the way there, I'm going to take, the back roads and see, wow, there's a tree down. I want to take the back roads and see if there's any construction going on around, and if painting or whatever the case may be, if anybody wants content. And of course the first one will be for free and it'll be a cold approach. So I'm going to do that and see how that goes. That may be my job. After I get out of work every day, I'll drive around for an hour and a half just to see if anyone needs it. And that may bring in clients, And another way that I'm thinking about getting more clients is a guy, David Moorfield. He's on YouTube. He's a cinematographer and a DP, and he does a lot of commercial, a lot of corporate documentary work. And he said he's been on Production Hub. So I am going to do a profile on Production Hub because I'm ready to level up. I'm ready to build my brand even more, and I want to get more into the corporate work, the corporate documentary interviews and all of that, the corporate events. And I see that he's doing really well, and he said that Production Hub really helped out. And it's a fee to it, but I may have to just bite the bullet and pay that fee. And yeah, I'm going to see how that is. And another thing is, like, I'm getting busy. I have gigs every week, and like I said, I work full time and I get insurance from my job. My wife, she's a stay-at-home mom, and she doesn't. I'm the only provider for insurance, so that's another thing why I'm kind of iffy about going full time, because of the insurance, and I know insurance is very expensive. But what do you do when you get to the point where you're having gigs on a Tuesday and Wednesday and you start losing money by going to work? If that makes sense. So if I know in Production Hub they have gigs, 2-3 day gigs, and it may be a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What do I do? Like, what do I do? I just call out. I've been using my time for like my sick time and my vacation time whenever I do have gigs. Because honestly, I can do a gig and I can make more than a week's pay in 5 or 6 hours. So that's one thing that I'm kind of not scared, but I know the Lord will provide either way, but that's one thing that what do I do when, the work that I do, I'm losing money because I'm working my 9 to 5 or my 6 to 2:30. So that's one thing that I'm kind of nervous about going full time is the insurance. And yeah, so I think this is the spot right here, but it's a little early. It's like look like a weird shop, but all right, so let me not get off track, but yeah, I'm trying to find ways to get more work, consistent work, should I say. And yeah, so every day after work, I'm going to ride around and see if there's any construction going on, seeing that they need content, and then if they like it, I know they most likely will, that can turn into a potential client, a retainer client, And speaking of retainers, I have 2 retainers locked in. I'm speaking to a person who does podcasting. He's in real estate, and another lady who does podcasting. And it's a couple of people I've been talking to. I have ads going on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm getting hits, but not to be feeling type of way, but they're low income, they're low budget people. So that's another thing I'm trying to get to is higher budget clients that has the budgets for my retainer packages. But that's where I'm at right now. I am looking to get more clients, retainer clients, more work after work, and that's where I'm at. So I'm going to be driving around for a little bit, seeing if I can see any construction going on. And yeah, I have about 15, 20 minutes until I'm supposed to meet up with the guy to talk about content. So that's it. And, I'll be back. This is going to be a continuing vlog series, and I know I have to get more on camera doing vlogging and building my YouTube. So that's where I'm at right now, building my YouTube channel. So I'm just talking to the camera right now, but you're going to see more of me. All right. This is Corey. Peace out. So as you see, I was driving around and I saw a construction site. So I looped back around and I hopped out with my camera and I was talking to the guy. This would have been a real good spot to get some content, but he was saying how the father of the company had passed away and the son don't want no problems, don't want nothing to do with the company, so he selling everything. And they started to do construction and they built houses on the other side, but they started these so they have to finish them. And yeah, he was asking for my business card, so I may have a new client just by stepping out there. And he said he's on a dump truck company, and right now I'm going back to my car to get some business cards, so hopefully he'll reach out to me. But yeah, that's it for this vlog. Just anybody's in New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts area, please reach out. Here's my info, and to the next one. Peace out.